any character that you're planning on doing Otherverse, I also suggest that you plan on getting next level profession. Alrighty, yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, back with some more DFO PvE, this time on my Chaos Knight. I don't know, I didn't know if I was going to make another video or not. I was like, you know what, I was so salty that whole video. I don't even know if I'm going to release it, honestly. I felt I was maybe too salty. So anyway, guys, I'm actually doing this quest with Saran here, and I'm not partied with somebody else, so I'm not going to be able to beat this quest here. I was just thinking about that right now. I guess this is just going to be a free party with Saran here, but not that it matters. As if it matters that I'm summoning hella guys for no reason. Also, why don't we just summon Hero R for no reason too? Yeah, let's just do that. Because I do have him crafted, and he was a pretty easy craft, actually. A very abusive kind of item. In fact, there were tons of items, actually, that are super abusive. In fact, can I just make this point right now that the event going on right now with the Profession event is actually one of probably the most underlooked one right now. I don't know if a lot of people are capitalizing on it. I really hope so. Because right now there is really easy to level up your Profession job. In fact, one of the ones that was most daunting to me was the Enchanter, the card Enchanter. And enhancing him would have taken a long time, but during this event period, it literally took me like 2 craftings, and I got from like level 5 to like level 11. So make sure you capitalize on that, because you can craft, you can increase your enchanting, or all of your profession levels really quickly. You can also craft some limited edition stuff, so I wanted to bring that up because I did end up crafting the legendary amulet. You can just craft this for free. Well, okay, I shouldn't say for free. Okay, it takes a lot of material. What I meant to say was you can craft this only during the event period. I don't know where I got for free from. During this event period only. In fact, I don't know at any point in time in which you can craft these items aside from this. In fact, I didn't even know they existed if it wasn't for this event period. So I'm just letting you guys know that right now, that maybe not squander this opportunity. You have to be, I think, a Profession level 9. And I believe all of the enchanters, or all of the professions aside from the disassembler, will have a legendary equipment that you can craft. For the animator and the alchemist, that equipment will do this effect right here. It has a 15% chance to give you 2 times the result of whatever you're crafting. So, obviously, if you're crafting a really good item, for instance, if you're crafting FP pots or something, and you're making a lot of them, you would be remiss not to have that equipped at all times while you're trying to do that, because you can get double the items, and a lot of you guys know that it's not easy sometimes to craft those items. They require a lot of different gold cube fragments and stuff, just a way to make double whatever you're trying to make. So obviously that's a good effect. And like I said, it's only going to be happening for this, I want to say only month that it's going to be out active. So make sure that you spend the money. It's going to be a lot of money, actually, if you're buying all the equipment yourself. It's going to be like, 18 gold cubes if you're crafting it from scratch, a whole bunch of, other materials. But let me just tell you, it's worth it. I think I spent maybe 8 mil or something to get all the materials that I didn't have myself. Just purchased them, and it's totally worth it. So, if you didn't craft the legendary version, you just crafted the normal version that's in the shop, or it's in your Profession crafting, it's only 5% chance. And this legendary equipment makes it, 3 times as potent. So, just gonna tell you right now that that's something that I did on all my characters. I didn't want to wait until the last second to try to do that, and did end up doing that, and now I'm happy that I don't have to worry about it. Actually, I also have all of my professions max level, and just taking this opportunity. One thing that I might suggest, and I know I haven't talked a single bit about the chaos at all this whole run, because it doesn't matter. Obviously, we've already established that. One thing that I do want to mention is that if you're planning on playing a character in the Otherverse, one thing that I highly suggest is to have their profession max level. And it's kind of a suggestion I'd only make if you're not in dire need of nihilistic demon stones. Because usually what happens in the Otherverse, right? You're farming Otherverse, you get tons of Chronicle gear. And, what do you do with that gear if it's not for your class? You either got to disassemble it using a normal disassembler, like the ones people set up, like the NPC one, or you can disassemble it using your crafting profession disassembler. If you are one of the other 3 professions aside from disassembler yourself, alchemy, animator, or enchanter. If you're any of those, you can actually use your profession disassembler to disassemble the Chronicle gears. And if you do that, you have a chance of, or you will get gold cube fragments, which, aside from that, it's kind of an RNG thing to farm up the gold cube fragments easily. It's not easy, to say the least, to farm those up. The most consistent way is to just disassemble using your profession disassembler to get gold cube fragments. And the only downside to that, however, is the fact that your disassembler must be, or sorry, excuse me, your profession disassembler has to be level 11 or higher. You have to have the super critical disassembler, and to do that you need a max level profession. So all of that long explanation to tell you guys that to capitalize on the fact that if you want to disassemble your Chronicle gear and get gold cubes from them, you need a max level disassembler, profession disassembler. So basically you need max level profession. I know that was a long-winded statement, but if you have it already, then you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so again, this is another opportunity that you should not squander to get your profession to the max level and very easily. You know, it doesn't take very many materials to get to the max level right now. I would say like a third of what it usually does, honestly, just by the rate of how fast I leveled up my other professions. It is freaking awesome, actually, this event. So any character that you're planning on doing Otherverse, I also suggest that you plan on getting max level profession, just in case you want to farm up a bunch of gold cubes, which you are almost certainly going to be needing later. If you're doing Time Gate Requiem, you need 10 gold cubes. You're going to need a lot of them. So right now, currently, I only have 2 characters that can actually do that right now. And I need to make sure that all of my characters that are doing Otherverse can do that as well. So that's just a tip right now. I'm going to be doing that later on, just crafting useless shit just so I can increase that level, so I can have that conveniently later on. Also, I had no idea, but I have 3 Big Daddies right now. 2 now, but where the fuck did they come from? I got really lucky with the spawning of this Demon Gate thing here. But anyway, let's go ahead and resummon our guys, since that's about the time. That's will last a really long time, too. Yeah, the Demon Gate is, or Hell Gate, whatever it's called, it's something I never used to use before, but it's actually really convenient, because usually what happens is that the normal soldier enemy types for the Chaos, you can summon a whole lot more of them than you can summon mages. The mages you can only summon, I believe, 5 using the Brainstorm buff. But the soldiers, you can summon like freaking 10, 12 or something of them. So you often don't want to sit there and try to summon all the soldiers again. So you can just put the Demon Gate down and keep summoning guys for you. It can be any guy, actually. The higher level, the higher chance you get of getting a better summon. So you can summon, that's exactly how I summoned multiple Big Daddies, who generally have a long cooldown of summoning, but not when you use the Demon Gate. So it's a good way to summon good soldiers out of it if you have a high level Demon Gate. Actually, I think it's called Hell's Gate, so let me make sure I'm saying that right. Hell Gate, excuse me. You know what I'm talking about, okay? The little door that summons the knights, okay? So, I think that's highly suggested, honestly, just to make things a lot more convenient, easy for you. We're gonna try to get this health again. Ooh, good shot. Saran just going crazy here. This is kind of the benefit, actually. I think this is a good thing here, that, you know, if you don't do that quest that requires you to have 2 people in this party to do the Awakening quest, you get to keep Saran with you the whole time until you actually complete that quest. So there you go. No problem whatsoever. Obviously, I'm not getting EXP for this, so maybe I stop doing this. I don't know. Tell you what, we're burning our FP in like 5 seconds, though. This is not an efficient use of our FP, to be completely honest with you. Not to mention, I forgot my Hero R again. Look at Hero R. Hero R has a cooldown, and you can summon him every time you go into dungeon. You can basically get up 24/7. Really good summon right now. Sadly, he's only temporary during the event period, but he's a really good summon regardless. I suggest you also, just going back, harkening on the profession event that's going on right now, make sure that you guys check the shop from Abello too. In fact, I'm going to do that right now, since I don't want you guys to miss out on this. So if you go up here and go talk to Abello, he's the profession guy, obviously. Go to the regular shop, and he's actually selling some limited edition, some unique stuff, and this is where the legendary bracelet comes in, you know, the recipe for that. And all kinds of stuff. So if you're a profession, make sure that you pick them up, because what can happen is you can craft some things that are normally, you know, obviously very unique kind of stuff. You know, here's the Hero R over here, somewhere over here. I think, oh, here it is, Sidekick R and Hero R. Really easy summoning recipe right here. You can make more. You can even summon a Nobot, which is the I guess I just uploaded a video with my brawler showcasing the no-bot in the Mount Heart dungeon. It's the same guy, it's the same robot. You can use in the whole dungeon, stuff like that. So make sure you check out these, buy all of them. Just make sure you buy them on the right character, just because you know, you have an account max of 1. You can only buy it 1 time. So make sure you get on a character who's actually the job or the profession that it says here is Enchanter, level 9. So I can only have 1 of these per account. Make sure I get it on my Enchanter, because that's who it's for. So anyway, guys, there's the profession event. I talked about it a lot, and make sure you capitalize on it, because this is a really rare opportunity, honestly, for a lot of good permanent equipment like this one that is exclusive only during this time. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you nights later.